Just checking the audio on this, folks, making sure that we're all coming in through nice and loud and clear. One, two, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. Good morning, everybody. Just a final test for the stream. You are exactly where you should be. We're about to go live in the next 12 minutes, so stick around. We will be coming to you live here at the Bauer Arena. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this live stream of the Northwest Europe Para Ice Hockey League here at the Bauer Arena in Sheffield. So my name is Douse. I will be your host throughout this tournament. I'm looking forward to a lot of para ice hockey with you. I will be also monitoring the YouTube chat today. So already I'm seeing that Leanne Stone is saying good day from Australia, and Victoria Brett has joined us on the stream as well. Good morning if you're joining us from the Netherlands today, as the Amsterdam Tigers take on the host, the Sheffield Steelkings. They're coming out for warm-up now. There'll be a 10-minute warm-up for both teams. And during that time, I'll introduce both the teams and I'll have a chance to tell you the modified rules that we're doing today. So if you've just joined us, good morning, guten Morgen. My name is Douse and I'll be your host and your lead commentator throughout the next 2 days of para ice hockey action here at the Bauer Arena here at Ice Sheffield. So the two teams out for warm-up at the moment, being introduced by the local host. The Amsterdam Tigers in white, the Sheffield Steelkings in all the other available colours. Wearing a graffiti theme, which, whilst looking spectacular, is a commentator's nightmare for player identification. So please bear with me. I will do my very best to make sure we get everything right. I'm already seeing that Engin is saying hello. Guten Morgen, as the house lights come up and we get ready to start the show. So 10 minutes of warm-up for both teams. Face-off scheduled in 11 minutes time. Hopefully you're hearing us loud and clear. And it would just be helpful if someone in chat could let us know that we are coming through okay. We think we are. But this will be the first of many, many streams, so we'd like to get it right first time today. So as Lincoln Park rings out around the Bauer Arena, the players will start their warm-ups. A huge welcome if you're just joining us. My name is Douse. Welcome to the live stream between the Amsterdam Tigers and the Sheffield Steelkings. Game 1 of the Northwest European Para Ice Hockey League Tournament 2025 here at the Bauer Arena at Ice Sheffield. Ceremonial photographs happening on the ice as well. And you'll just have to excuse us a moment as we sort something out very quickly on the camera. We're hoping to show you everything we can today. Clock and scores, and we'll try and get confirmation of scorers, because I know a lot of people watching at home will be cheering on their loved ones and wishing them the very best. So the least we can do is make sure we let you know when they get the glory. So very quickly going over both teams, the Amsterdam Tigers, coached by Stefan de Jong and Anita Raab. Starting in net is number 46, Jorg Landheer. The captain today is number 5, Mies Hessels. Number 10, Guy Versima. Number 11, Jurien Ra. Number 17, Kies-Jan van der Kloster. That might be the first time and only time I do that today. 23 is Anna de Fifi. Number 28 is Dominic Skierski. Number 38, Joos Meyer. Number 75, Leo van Ruiten. Number 83, Melvin Smid. And number 84, your Yankee Van Dyke. And I'm already seeing that some Lime Kings have invaded the chat. So let me tell you the starting lineup as we expected for the Steel Kings tonight. Netminder tonight's number 8, Jonathan Gill. 15, Rebecca Moore. 16 is Rachel Paget. Number 18 is Daniel Clark. 21, Bill Hardy. 28 is Ben O'Brien. 33, Paul Brown. 34, John Oakley. 41, Jake Oakley, who is also the backup netminder and is also one of the coaches alongside Wayne Plummer. Number 75 is Russ Clark. 80 is Gaz Lawton. The captain today is number 83, Barry Grayson. 86, Dean Rhodes. And number 87, Lucas Thomas. And number 88, John Plummer. And a big thank you to Gary for letting us know it all sounds fantastic. Well, he said good, but we'll go with that. So the rink announcer is just going through the starting teams for both sides. Tigers in white, the Steel Kings in every other colour available. Wearing a special graffiti jersey, one of two jerseys they'll be wearing this weekend. And if you are struggling to make out the graffiti one, they have a more toned down armour version, which they'll be wearing later on in the tournament. We'll be keeping an eye on chat and on the live stream for the majority of the day. So if you want to shout out, make sure you type it in chat and we will do our best to read it out on the stream so everyone can know just how lovely you are. The mascot Rusty there, just at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Getting into the spirit. He's been waving his GB flag for a while. Gary's upgraded good to fantastic, so I appreciate that, Gary. So my name is Douse. I will be your host for the entirety of this tournament, except for one semi-final due to a conflict. But you'll be fine, I promise. Leanne Stone says, best of luck to the Steel Kings. As hosts, they have been rumoured to be a favourite for the tournament. They get choices, of course, with being able to sleep in their own beds tonight, being the home team. They understand the ice. 4 minutes left in warm-up here. But some teams have travelled very well, as have the Tigers. So just an update for the rules for you. Unlike regular para ice hockey, where there are 3 periods of 15 minutes, this will be 2 periods of 20 minutes, and it will be a running clock unless the officials ask for special dispensation, in which the clock will be stopped. This is due to the fact that we have, as everywhere else in the world, limited ice time, so we have to make sure the tournament finishes on time today. So it will be a running clock in these league games. Crowd starting to filter in. It is very early in the morning. Lots of these players have been up since 5, 6 o'clock. Lots of the volunteers have been up around about the same time. And a little bit easier for the Steel Kings. As I said, they would have come from home today. The Tigers, however, probably drew the shortest straw in getting the first game a bright and early start. So as we show you the warm-ups, as the Steel Kings go up and down the ice, showing off that wonderful graffiti jersey. If you do want to shout out, make sure you put it in chat, and we'll do our best to read it out on the live stream. Jurgen Quist says, let's go Tigers. And Gary mentions, as someone who's been able to take part in these tournaments, they are always special. It is always fantastic to be able to go abroad and play and practice against some of Europe's best. But not only that, to hang out and meet other people who share a love of your sport. It is a truly wonderful experience to go on tour. I've also heard the nights out aren't bad as well, but I couldn't possibly comment. So if you're brand new to para ice hockey, like I say, there will be 2 periods of 20 minutes running clock. The rules are very, very similar to ice hockey. A couple of the differences that you will see will be very, very minor. In fact, the only major rule that you might be aware of, it's very rare to see it, is the process of teeing. That's when a player will use their sledge in order to barge into someone else. Somewhat like a T formation. And that is a penalty, and will be called as such. And that's very similar to ice hockey, if you are familiar with the rules of ice hockey. If you're not familiar with the rules of ice hockey, let me make it very simple. If the biscuit goes into the net and everybody starts cheering, it's probably a goal. 30 seconds left of warm-up, and then we will be getting started here. Now, I'll run through the teams again as the players get ready for the puck drop. So the hooter has gone. We are getting ready for face-off. 2 20-minute rolling clock periods. The Amsterdam Tigers, coached by Stefan de Jong and Anita Ra. Wearing number 46, the netminder Jorg Lantier. Number 5, Ries Hessels. Number 10, Kay Basima. Number 11, Jurien Ra. Number 17, Kies Jan van der Kloster. Number 23, Anna Dief. Number 28, Dominic Skierski. 38 is Joost Meijer. Number 38 is Leon van Ruiten. 83 is Melvin Smith. Number 84 is Yankee van Dijk. Captain for the Tigers is number 11, Jurien Ra. The Steelkings line up tonight with number 8, Jonathan Gill. I do say tonight, and of course I mean good morning. Number 15, Rebecca Moore. Number 16, Rachel Paget. Number 18, Daniel Clark. Number 21 is Bill Hardy. Number 28, Ben O'Brien. Number 33, Paul Brown. Number 34, John Oakley. Number 41, backup netminder and outfielder. Number 41 is Jake Oakley. He's also the coach alongside Wayne Plummer. Number 75 is Russ Clark. 80 is Gaz Lawson. The captain today is number 83, Barry Grayson. 86 is Dean Rhodes. 87, Lucas Thomas. And number 88 is John Plummer. The team's getting into the huddle then and getting ready to start tonight's game. And I will stop saying tonight. It just won't be for a couple of hours. So the Steelkings in their graffiti jerseys, every colour of the rainbow accounted for, against the Amsterdam Tigers in their white jerseys. Jorg Lantier, the netminder, on centre ice, getting himself psyched up, I can see. Also, if I do get pronunciations wrong, forgive me and do not be afraid to correct me in chat. I know a lot of people are here to hear their loved ones. As we are getting lined up and ready to go. Here it is then, folks, the first game of this tournament. The Sheffield Steelkings versus the Amsterdam Tigers. And if you're new to the sport, you'll notice that the players are lined up next to the bench, not on the bench, just due to accessibility issues, and being able to swap and change quite quickly. It's as fast and as furious as ice hockey. And in some cases, even faster. The players will be using 2 sticks with blades on both ends and tips on the other ends, so they can propel themselves through the ice. And we are ready to face off. They're just having a small issue with the Tigers' nets. The Ice Sheffield nets are a little notorious for being easily moved by a good gust of wind. Certain netminders have used that to their advantage, but I couldn't possibly say who. Here we go then, folks. Puck drop, and Ra loses out on the face-off, and the Kings will pick it up on the left-hand side. Moving down the middle to Plummer. It just passes through Meyer's stick, and Plummer will be there first. Right in the corner, looking for a chance out in front, but it's well cut off by Meyer. There's Hardy. Round it comes, and it'll be picked up by Paget. Rachel Paget. Oh, now breakaway for the Tigers here. It'll be a test of pace, but there's still work to be done here. Chance out in front, and it is well cleared away by Plummer. But good work by Gill, the netminder, to come out and meet the threat. The Tigers having an early chance there, as the Kings will come back. Hard-working defence from the Tigers there. Mies Hessels, the captain. The assistant captain, apologies, just cleaning up the back. Chance out in front, tip in and scores! The first goal of the tournament has been scored. I think it's by Paul Brown. He seems to be the one who's most excited. Question of whether there might have been a tip in front for the Kings, but the Kings take an early lead against the Amsterdam Tigers. 1 minute and 20 seconds into the game. So we are hearing that confirmation of their goal has gone to a tip in front by number 41, Jake Oakley, assisted by number 33, Paul Brown. My statistician ran the other side of the arena to tell me that because he has a better vantage point than I. So it goes behind the net, and the Tigers will pick up with Hessels. Bit of a log jam in front. Leon van Leuten will attempt to claim it. Dispossess there, and it will fall very kindly for Keys Jan van der Kloster. Paget will go, Clark will go facing for it. And away come the Kings. The Kings have a chance now. There's players. This is a 3-on-2 if they're clever about it. Moving forward, it's Bill Hardy, loses out. Some good defence from the Tigers. Grayson. Chance out in front, big save in front for the Tigers. There's a scramble in front. Hardy's having there's a couple of good whacks. Yandley here is away, and it is eventually cleared by the Tigers. It goes into the Tigers bench, it will make room, so it can be cleared. Oh, out in front, a absolute rocket from the blue line. Land here called slightly out of possession. And that is definitely a goal for number 33, Paul Brown. What a finish. Speculative, but he saw that the netminder hadn't quite repositioned themselves, ready to face a shot. And it is Kings 2, Tigers 0. Confirmation that number 33, Brown, has scored it. It's a tough start already as Ra attempts to win the face-off for the Tigers. Basima. But the Tigers lose out again. And there's a lot of pushing and moving now as down comes Lucas Thomas. Picked up by Van Dijk. Van Dijk working in the corners. Big battle going in there. Will be scooped up by Dominic Skierski. Skierski loses out. Chance in front, scores! And the Kings find Twine again. And it is a very early lead for the Sheffield Steelkings. Taking a very early advantage of today's game. So we're just being told that the clock may not be as accurate as we would like it to be. It's about 30 seconds out. We will attempt to fix that during the next play can play. So use the clock mainly as a guide. Getting confirmation for the Steelkings' third goal as soon as we get it. The Tigers will attempt to regroup. Ra. In a sledge race with Lawton. Lawton will just lose out to Ra. Kay Basima just waiting for a pass as well. Here is Ra. Losing out though to the Kings, who will just take their time with it. Move the puck around, and it's Russ Clark with the puck. Moving it forward to find Thomas. Thomas lose out. Now this is Ra. That's really good defense by the Kings, just clearing the zone. And that will be icing. So all the way down we go. Big opportunity here for the Kings. So the third goal given to the Steelkings is by number 15, Rebecca Moore, assisted by number 34, John Oakley. So the booster goes into the face-off. And the Kings have a chance. Sorry, the Tigers have a chance to build some offense. They just come out of the zone with Hessels. Hessels losing out on the puck, and there's a chance now for the Kings. They've already had their way with the puck, but Hessels will recover and does very well to clear the zone. Falls kindly for Dominik Skierski. Skierski now puts it back into the centre, but again the Kings are there. The Steelkings moving the puck nicely in these opening minutes. 7 minutes gone in this game as Lawton picks it up. Speculative shot goes wide, and I wonder if there was a tip there from Dominik Skierski. Oh, big hit behind the net. Both players checking in, and then, as hockey players do, move on. Good tic-tac-toe there from the Tigers as they clear it out of the blue zone and give them a chance to regroup and to reshape. It'll be picked up by Clark. Clark moving it out for the Steelkings, who have to wait a little bit before they can enter the zone. It is dumped by Jake Oakley. He's having a good game so far. Scored the first goal of the tournament. Oakley still with the puck. Options inside. Chance now out in front, but the Tigers do well to clear it. And not able to keep it in there is Paget. Rachel Paget. Oh, good movement there as she just moves the puck from stick to stick, creating separation. And that's really good play again as the Kings have a chance. Shot out in front, just whistles wide. That looked like Brown with the shot. Oakley. Hardy's waiting. The Kings will attempt to rebuild again. The Tigers not quite able to clear their lines. Big hit coming in there by Hessels, the assistant captain. Van Dijk there for the Tigers. It'll be cleaned up hopefully by Kay Basima, but they lose out. And it lands kindly for the Steelkings again. Oakley still has Hardy waiting. Chance out in front for the Steelkings. Who can clear it? It falls kindly for Paget. Paget moves it back inside. It's good stuff so far from the Kings as Hardy moves it about. Oakley. 9 minutes gone in what's been a tough first period so far for the Amsterdam Tigers. Shot blocked. Paul Brown with a shot. Painfully blocked by Dominik Skierski. Van Dijk. And again, just trying to clear their lines now, the Tigers. It's difficult to defend when it's this relentless. Oakley tries the give and go to Hardy, who has to go chasing. Hardy loses an edge. Oh, big chance out in front. Nobody there to pick it up. But the Kings will regroup with Paul Brown. Lawton's there. Oh, but will the Tigers get a chance? Oh, just getting caught in the sled of Lawton. That could have been a huge chance for the Tigers. Oakley. Moving around and finding an opportunity here, and a shot comes in from Brown. Big block again from Hessels. Steelkings have possession again with Hardy. Good defence now by Kloster. And Van der Kloster there in the corner. Brown, shot inside, looking for a tip, doesn't find one. And Jan van der Kloster has a chance to clear. Dispossessed in their own zone. Chance out in front, big save by Landier. Just got enough to put it away. One of the harder positions to play in para ice hockey, netminder. Just getting your positioning and your body right takes a lot of core strength to twist your body the way you need it to be. Oakley waiting, and he picks up the puck now. The Kings are really enjoying this. The Steel Kings really enjoying the shift at the moment. A shot maybe. They've got time. Oakley will be challenged by Skierski. Puck just keeping it close. Look at that by Bill Hardy, just keeping the puck nice and close to his sled, making it very difficult for anybody to try and take it away. If you have just joined us, it is Steel Kings 3, Tigers 0, 11 minutes and 30 seconds into the first period of 2 periods rolling clock. Don't be afraid to say hi on chat. We are keeping an eye on chat. Chance out in front. Hardy drops it back for Oakley. And the Steel Kings getting each other's way there. The Tigers have a chance now to break. And they finally get it out of the blue zone. It will come all the way back for icing. But a needed shift, I think, ending for the Tigers. And both teams will change lines. Lots of tired upper bodies already. We're only just getting started, really, in this tournament. But it's a heck of a draw for the Amsterdam Tigers to play the hosts first thing on a Saturday morning. So we face off again. Jan van der Kloester will attempt to win the puck, and they do. And the Tigers have a chance to create a little bit of offense, or at least hold on to the puck. The Kings, Steel Kings in possession again. And gloved by Jörg Landier. And there will be a chance for another line change for the Tigers. Steel Kings happy to keep the majority of their players out there at the moment. Clark on the blue line, just closest to your screen right now. Ben O'Brien as well, just outside the ozone. Urian Ra, the captain, can they win the face-off? And they do. But very quick off the draw was Hardy. O'Brien. And picked up by Clark. Just happy to hold on to it at the moment. Steel Kings wheeling it around, and a shot may come in from Paget. Goes wide. Chased down by Ben O'Brien. Ra will attempt to dispossess them, but not a chance. But chance out in front. Oh, what a given goal. That's a great goal, Daniel Clark. Full credit to the work of the Steel Kings there. Clark makes it 4. But you have to give it to Ben O'Brien with that pass out in front. Very little that could be done about that one. And he makes it 4-0. We're just about to hit the 15-minute mark in this game, and it has been a tough first period. Oh, and here come the Steel Kings again. Chance now for the Kings as they give and go. Here is Bill Hardy. Bill Hardy shoots and scores! Block aside. got some lift, makes it number 5 for the Kings. Hardy getting the goal. And I believe as well getting the assist there was Clark. And now the director says, thank you. So just confirmation of the fourth goal. Just confirmation of the fourth goal for the Steelkings. It was scored by number 18, Daniel Clark, assisted by number 28, Ben O'Brien. And the fifth goal for the Kings, Steelkings, was scored by number 21, Bill Hardy, and by 15, assistant captain Rebecca Moore gets on the assists. Thank you to all the nice people saying the stream is coming in lovely. Arnout De Ruyter says, let's go Tigers. They have a lot to do. Shot goes in and scores, and the Kings have made it 6. And there is a smile on both sets of players as they realise there is a little bit of a mismatch appearing now. Barry Grayson getting that goal for the Steelkings. Tidy little finish. I hope you're enjoying your morning, even if you're Dutch. Still a lovely day to be up and about. So an assist has been added to the Steelkings goal. That 6th goal now getting an assist to Russ Clark. Here come the Steelkings again. Maybe it's the jerseys. They are bedazzling, aren't they? Shot comes in, shoots, scores. And the Steelkings find themselves back on the score sheet again. That's a wonderful individual solo effort from, I think, Paul Brown, but we will get confirmation. And apologies that the player ID isn't great, but whilst it is a great jersey, it is a nightmare to try and read the numbers on the back of those jerseys. It does look like number 33 from here, but who knows? I will be getting confirmation of that too. It is 7-0. Yeah. An assist has been credited to number 34, John Oakley. So the Kings having a magnificent 7 in the opening period. Chance out in front goes wide. Steelkings go chasing. A lot of tired arms, I imagine, out there for the Tigers. They have just got the 2 lines here at this tournament. So these 20 minutes will just feel harder and harder when you're losing. Chance out in front for the Steelkings. Chance goes under and through. I'm just waiting for a reaction to see if that was a goal. Or was it frozen? It was frozen. Just tried to catch out the netminder, who was able to put his glove down and save it. As Gangnam Style rings out across the arena in a desperate attempt to get people to leave. It won't work though. Lots of people here to enjoy this very early game. We expect the crowds to get slowly bigger and bigger as people wake up and have breakfast and have some coffee. That amazing noise tells you it's the final minute of the first period. Somebody who works as a ice hockey announcer and DJ, that is something I'm definitely stealing. That's brilliant. 30 seconds left in this period in what has been one-way traffic for the Steelkings. 7 goals to start off their tournament. At the very least, it's put some people very much in contention for the Golden Blade at the end of the tournament. But the Tigers will have a chance to regroup in just a few seconds' time, have a chat, reassess themselves, find some positives, create some chances, hopefully, in the second and final period. So despite what the clock is telling you on screen, there is 5 seconds left in this game. There's even less than that. That is the end of the first period. The Steelkings 7, Amsterdam Tigers 0. We'll stay with you during the break. I'm going to take a couple of minutes myself, and I'll be right back in 4 minutes' time. So we are back, getting ready for the start of the second period. Steelkings 7, Tigers 0. Lots of work for the Tigers to do, but still lots to take in terms of a good 20 minutes. That's what they'll be looking for here. Just pretend the clock says 0-0. I think if I was the Tigers, and try and win the period. But the Steelkings start as they mean to go on with an early possession of the puck. Moving down into the zone. Into the corner they go. Daniel Clark will be harassed by Kay Basima. Drops it off. And as they move around, Plummer loses out, and it's well kept in, by the Steelkings. That was in danger of going places. But they made sure it stayed exactly where it should be. And as Brown comes off, he'll just take possession. And what skating there by Ra. Does very well, realizing that Brown was coming off the ice for a line change, and now it's a sled race. Whizzed around the boards by Plummer. This is better from the Tigers. They've got the Steelkings in their own zone. Chance out in front. And Gill just getting the blocker down, just in case. Tigers will be enjoying this, but what pace here by Plummer. Look at this. End to end. Coast to coast with a slice of toast. And the Steelkings will gain possession through Clark. Clark moving the puck behind, and Plummer will go chasing. Unbelievable pace from Plummer there. He's got Clark in the centre. And the Steelkings happy just to move the puck around and give it to Moore. Moore. Good movement here to Paget. And here they are again. Ben O'Brien holding on to the puck. Patient from the Steelkings. They don't need any more goals realistically. So they will use this time just to move around with Grayson. Grayson has a line to the goal if they look correct. But the Steelkings will go for a line change. And Paget. Nice give and go. What have we got here for the Steelkings as they move it back into the centre? We've got Grayson again. Paget is successfully marked, so we'll have to go to the blue line. Some patient offense by the Steelkings. They drop it off to Paget again. Paget finds Clark. Clark just losing possession. Hello to Simone and Richard supporting the Tigers from the Netherlands. Let's go Tigers. Well, the Tigers will be probably more pleased with how they started the second period. There is a chance now here, but the problem is with Basima is when you're defending so hard, you just don't have the energy to go chasing the puck when an opportunity becomes available. Steelkings Very okay to play the patient game now for Seema. Good hustle by the Tigers here, though. Must have been a very tough team talk during the period break. Just focusing on the fact that there's plenty of hockey still to play. Plenty of opportunity to learn. Lawton looking for a pass out in front, but it goes behind everyone. Thomas. Back to Clark. Clark looking for a chance out in front. Shoots! Good block save in front of it by Deeth. And Deeth does very, very well there. I'm going to go for Anna Deefer, actually. My apologies to Anna's family if they are watching. Steelkings just moving the puck, but a little bit dangerously now because there's a chance here for the Tigers. Van Dijk losing out there, but it'll give the Tigers a chance to regroup, hold on to the puck, and Usmaya. Oh, just loses out there, lost an edge, and the Kings are in dangerous territory here. Oh, a behind the sled shot is well blocked as Lawson trying to be very clever there with the shot, but the Tigers are wise to it. Clark. He's got options and a bit of support, but he's happy just to hold on to it. Moore on the blue line. Here is Moore. Puts down the left blade, hands it over to the right. And Plummer. Lawton. Chance now in front for Lawton, and it just goes right wide. Clark. 5 minutes gone in this second period. Hasn't quite got the energy of the first, but a lot did go on. Matthias Davis is saying good luck to Jorg in net. He had a bit of a tough first period. He'll be much happier with how the second period's gone. As I said before, one of the hardest positions to play in this para ice hockey team. It's a lot of upper body strength, a lot of patience, a lot of positioning. The Steelkings are enjoying their time with the puck, you feel, at the moment. No pressure, but that's good dispossession there by Kees van der Kloster. And to the over 30 of you watching us right now, we really enjoy having you here. And I hope you're enjoying the game, no matter your nationality. Oh, God, nearly an excellent give and go there by Kloster, but wasn't able to carry the puck in a way they would have enjoyed. Still one more, though. Van Dijk losing out as the Steelkings will break forward. A bit of a dump and chase happening with Thomas. Thomas dumps it into the corner. And Oakley, John Oakley. There are two Oakleys in this side. A lot of an Oakley connection. Obviously, John and Jake Oakley, father and son. Rachel Paget being the wife of Jake Oakley. Get very serious if that line breaks down, couldn't it? Steelkings with Thomas. Lots of encouragement from both sets of teams, and there's a bit of a tie-up, but the Tigers come out with it. Thank you to Simone for the great stream comments. We appreciate it. Everybody here today volunteering their time to help you see some high-quality Northwestern European action. And like I say, the first period, a bit of a blowout, but the second period more competitive for both sets of teams. The Tigers just shaking off jet lag, maybe. Or was it a good night? Start facing off at 8:30 is never anybody's ideal time, is it? Hardy moves it forward to Thomas. Big flash on the blue line. There we go. Might see more of that from the Tigers, and they've just drifted offside. So it's a rolling clock, which is why the clock keeps on ticking. And that is because we're having to play to a very strict tournament deadline. ice time is precious, although Sheffield is pretty blessed. As a city in the UK, we have 2 ice pads here at Ice Sheffield, and we have an ice pad at the Sheffield Arena, about 400 metres across the road, where I'll be later, working for the Sheffield Steelers. Ryan Loma saying, "Let's go Kings." I think it's working, Ryan. Chance out in front for the Steelkings, but not able to bring it forward. And the puck just falls into the bench as they gently take it out, and the Tigers will dump. But I think they had more time than they realised, because that will be icing coming all the way back. The DJ here today, going from the sublime to the ridiculous, as we have links and erect being put over the tannoy. I am devastated to say that only 2 people are doing it, but they're both from the Tigers bench. So maybe it was worth playing all along. Bassina can't clear, and they'll give Thomas a chance to build for the Steelkings. Oakley. Chance out in front now for the Kings, just whistling wide. Fairly good shot from John Oakley. Oakley again, just getting himself involved. There's a bit of a scramble in front. It will fall very kindly for the Steelkings. Pinball happening at the back, but Dominic Spieski will attempt to pick up the puck and clear the lines, but only as far as Jake Oakley. Jake Oakley in the very distinctive orange cap, which I do appreciate because these Steel King jerseys, whilst very, very good to see. What a turning circle there by Oakley. Really leaning hard. Lee is an excellent DJ. I'm not going to lie. You've got to go for both, haven't you? It was the final minute noise that I'm especially stealing from today. Jake Oakley again has a chance to feed what looks to be his dad, and the shot goes in and just wide. Correction, it was Lucas Thomas. I just aged him quite a bit. Oh, big bash in front. Now that was Lucas Thomas. Brown wins out against Van Dijk. Ra trying to pick it up for the Tigers, but the Steel Kings will shoot and score! And it's another goal for the Kings. And it looks to be John Oakley's first of the game. He's already got a goal. And he now has a goal to go with it. The Steel Kings have made it 8. There are 8 minutes left in this final period. So we'll see if we can bring you the assist to that goal, if there were any. But the face-off being won by Plummer for the Kings. And we are underway here again. Here comes Clark for the Steel Kings. Ra, the captain, trying to bring something back into the Tigers' offense. It has been a tough game, but it's been a much better second period for the Amsterdam Tigers. People already filing in quite nicely to see this game. So that confirmation of the 8th goal then. It's number 34, John Oakley, assisted by number 33, Paul Brown, who gets his second assist of the day. Paul Brown having a heck of a tournament so far, only 1 game in. And he's already got 2 goals and 2 assists. Probably a lock-in for man of the match, if anybody was to ask me. And let's be honest, no one is. Chance out in front. The Tigers have a chance to break through Ra, but Paget very calm. And in terms of player ID, very helpful that Paget is sporting a ponytail today. It does make it a little bit easier to identify them. The Tigers will try and clear. They just want some offense, something to take away from this first game. Chance now for the Steelkings, having to put on a heck of a turning circle there, is Daniel Clark. Chance out in front, and it's tipped away by the Tigers. Puck gets outside the blue zone. Ra comes steaming down and steals it for the Tigers. The Tigers now have a chance through their captain. He is currently all alone, though. Urian Ra puts it in the centre, exactly where you want it to be, but it's very expertly cleaned up by the Steelkings. Nice and calm by Bill Hardy. And the Tigers fail to capitalise on an opportunity, but I tell you what, Ra was lurking there. And the puck back as well. One of the hardest parts about a play like that, breaking down for the Tigers, is you skate so hard to put yourselves in a contention, then you've got to skate back just as hard to start playing defence as you go looking for a goal. 5 minutes left in this second period. Steelkings 8, Tigers 0. You're joining us here at the Bauer Arena here in Sheffield, and it just drops behind Ra. We'll try and scoop it up. But again, it's good stuff by Daniel Clark. Jonathan Gill hasn't had a lot to do today. Very early in the game, there was a breakaway in which they put themselves forward and got themselves in a good position to make a stop. And despite the score, Landy has had some good moments themselves in the opposite net. But there has been just a little bit of a quality difference today. Steelkings just holding on to the puck. Plummer. Working into the corners. Skierski trying to clean it up. Skierski wearing a non-traditional Amsterdam Tigers jersey, which makes him quite identifiable, it has to be said. Van Ruyten there as well, in the all-white jersey. With the number on his seat. Chance out in front for the Steelkings. Nobody's there to meet it. And it falls to Moore. Broken up by Van der Kloester. And Jasper giving a sad emoji. And it has been a tough day for the Tigers, but they'll be heartened by their second period compared to their first period. It was very difficult sledding for them in the first 20 minutes. Chance out in front. Goes through everybody's sleds and will fall into the corner. Jake Oakley will go chasing. Oakley dumps it into the corner to Daniel Clark. Clark moving. There's players in the centre waiting. Just interrupted. You know what? That's really good defence by Van Dijk. Which, near these parts, they say all the time. Moore. Land here, barking instructions to his defensive unit. The Steelkings go offside. And there are 2 minutes, 10 seconds left in this second and final period. Only 2 periods of 20 minutes on the clock. It's almost a dream start then for the Steelkings as they get ready to face off here. A tough first day for the Tigers, but they will learn from it. And there are other games still to come. This isn't the only game they have today. Plenty of opportunities to rebuild. But here come the Steelkings again. And the players again, very okay to hold on to it. And the Tigers will try and clear. It goes into the Tigers bench there. So Uvascular play next against the Lime Kings. That game is 9:35 broadcast time, 9:45 face-off as we fall into the last minute. Here comes a chance now for the Tigers. The Tigers will have a shot on goal. Oh, just whistles wide. And there would have been some noise, I think, if the Tigers had been able to find Twine there. Hessel's waiting now for Ra to come back out. Ra creating the best chance of the game for the Tigers. And it just will not sit. So Uvascular Sisu play next against the Dordrecht Lime Kings, live here on YouTube. The Steelkings YouTube here all day for you. 9:45 local time face-off. Oh, good block by the Tigers. Like I say, they should really be encouraged by the second period. And leapt on and frozen by the netminder, Jorgland here. And the clock will go, and the Steelkings will register their first win of the tournament. Home team 8, away team 0. The Steelkings have won it by 8-0 against the Amsterdam Tigers. A tough first game for the Tigers, but there's plenty of options for them to come back into it. The Amsterdam Tigers play again later at 1:20 today, where they take on the Bisons. The Steelkings play the Bisons as well at 11 o'clock local time. But up next, at 9:45 face-off local time, Uvascular Sisu here, the Dordrecht Lime Kings. I really hope you've enjoyed today's broadcast. We'll be going just as we get the man of the matches sorted out here. And in great news for the tournament organisers, we appear to be on time. How long that will last is anybody's guess. It's a good start for the Kings, and like I say, the Tigers will be encouraged by how they played in that second period. Much better from the Tigers. A real sense that they can build something here going on to this tournament. We are just waiting a little bit here. As man of the matches will be introduced. Jake Oakley's coming over to sort it out. Jake saying, hurry up, we've got a tournament to try and get on with. Jorg has won man of the match, and he has not realised he has to go get himself a plate. He's like, I'm tired, leave me alone. So he would like a little bit of assistance, which is... So Jorg Landmeer getting the man of the match for the Amsterdam Tigers. And John Oakley getting the man of the match for the Steelkings. So there are your two man of the matches. There is your final score. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you in about 10 minutes' time for the next game between Uvascular Sisu and Dordrecht Lime Kings. See you later.